Hello, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Clip Brother, the Clubhouse. We're coming to you live right here in Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County area. There is. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll get you guys for that. Drew Brees is coming back, is indeed returning for the Super Bowl matchup, for the Super Bowl death match against against the defending Chiefs Kingdom. I'll tell you guys, think that is. I'll tell you guys that that's a fatal mistake, by the way. Whether Drew Brees should have waited for the playoffs, I will definitely get you guys that just for sure. That they should have waited on Drew Brees to be ready for the playoffs. I'll talk with you guys about the fact that Jon Gruden wore the wrong hat, which was Oakland Raiders hat. It should have been saying Vegas Raiders hat, and that eventually caused the Raiders to get beat down by Justin Herbert and the Chargers 30-27. By the way, I'll talk with you guys also about the fact that the Pats, they're gonna get taken down by. They had last 3 games. I know they're not in the playoffs. They have a 6-7 record. They are pretty terrible, by the way. So for Sunday, Tua Tagovailoa, the rising MVP, will take on a former MVP, Cam Newton, and the choke job Patriots from last week. I'll get you guys that for sure. Also get you guys and also the many birthday wishes for Quinn McKay, Austin 316, Texas Rattlesnake, Stratisfaction Guarantee, Straight Stratus, many others out there. And also probably the latest on, what's his name? Let's see. What's his name? Johnny Wilkes suing Clips and Jerry West over the fact of the recruitment of getting Killer Kawhi Leonard. I'll tell you what he said about the 17-time NBA champs Lakers, by the way. I'll tell you what he said there. It's out there, guys. So I'm gonna get you guys that for sure. So that will be all the news I'll have for today, everybody. And final battle is tonight, night 1 and night 2. So that's all I'm gonna have for today, everybody, just for now. All right. So first things first, ladies, I'm gonna start things off with the fact that Drew Brees, who had a punctured lung and broken ribs, is returning for the Super Bowl death match. And honestly, guys, I can say this right now that the Saints are making a really terrible mistake. They really are. Why would you want to bring a future Hall of Fame QB from broken ribs and a punctured lung instead of waiting on him to be 100% and instead bringing him for the playoffs? Why would you want to do that? So Sean Payton, explain yourself. Saints, explain themselves. So even though Drew Brees, he's a future Hall of Fame, we all know that he's coming out from broken ribs, punctured lung. He's feels like he should be 100%, but clearly he's not. He's like less than 100%, and he's like literally nowhere in condition to compete for the Sunday Super Bowl death match. And honestly, I can tell you this. This is the Chiefs' second Super Bowl matchup they've had so far. The last one, they destroyed Tampa Bay. Even though Super Bowl 55 is going to be in Tampa Bay, by the way, although if Tom Brady, Tampa Bay himself is going to be there. And then you got another Super Bowl matchup, Volume 2, between Chiefs Kingdom against Saints with a returning Drew Brees, who basically should in fact be sitting out of action, and being ready for the playoffs. So clearly explain this to me. Why would the Saints Drew Brees instead of having him ready to be for the playoffs? Yes, we get the match of the century that all the fans have requested, or maybe the Super Bowl match of the century that all fans that you guys have been waiting for your illustrious lives. King Mahomes, the Super Bowl MVP, engaged, soon to be married, the soon to be fully loaded, the Girl Dad Mahomes, Showtime Mahomes, and the soon to be back to back to back to back to back Super Bowl MVP and Chiefs are gonna be back to back to back Super Bowl champs, which they will be very very soon. That's the second vow that King Mahomes has in stored, which he will. He's gonna say it on his wedding day, whatever that is, and they're gonna take out and they're gonna destroy the Saints. I mean, look, Saints, they're putting future Hall of Fame QB Drew Brees at risk here. They really are. So I'm saying right now, Drew Brees should at least should not have come back or should not come back for Sunday's Super Bowl death match. Instead, he should be coming back, or he should be feeling 100% ready for the playoffs. Because as of right now, he's like literally like less 100%. He's like nowhere near mid condition. So if he gets injured yet again, and there's another injury lurking out for him, well, this is not good. I can tell you that right now. Yes, I know it's going to be an absolute Super Bowl grudge match or death match, however you want to call it. By the way, I understand you guys are dying to are accustomed to seeing Drew Brees in this match. You guys been requested for quite a while though, which is going to happen Sunday. But Drew Brees, I don't think he's nowhere near ready. He's a bit banged up. I mean, broken ribs and punctured lung. He's coming off of that. He's only missed like 4 games, but clearly this is a really bad situation because the thing is that Drew Brees, he should have just like waited the real last. You can't just bring a Super Bowl an MVP quarterback or a Super Bowl MVP quarterback, a future Hall of Fame quarterback, Drew Brees, and then just like jump to conclusion by bringing him back for the Super Bowl matchup. That is, I mean, it's a big mistake though, but I mean, it is good. We get the chance to see that everyone sees King Mahomes against Drew Brees, but Drew Brees should in fact have waited and returned for the playoffs. That's what he would have done. Now, it is possible that even though Chiefs Kingdom, they're still gonna, be once again defending Super Bowl champs. They're gonna make back-to-back Super Bowl appearances, which they will, and they're gonna win it yet again. It may be the same. It may be the Saints, who they have Sunday, by the way. So clearly, this is a surprising matchup because unfortunately, Drew Brees may not last as long. Now, Drew Brees, he is good at what he does. I can tell you that he's coming back, and this is a really bad move. Part of the Saints. I think the Saints should be really ashamed themselves of bringing back Drew Brees, who is like literally a little banged up, a little wounded, who's less than 100%. And honestly, I can tell you this right now, that this is going to lead to potential. If Drew Brees gets injured yet again for Sunday's Super Bowl grudge match or death match, that's it. He'll miss the playoffs. He's gonna want to miss the playoffs. Then next thing you know it, he'll do the unthinkable, which he should have done many months ago. Should have considered, well, going to retiring. Because this punctured lung and broken ribs is gonna right back. ATL in Vegas with no mask, then pretty much that's 6 since the no-show MVP. Well, that'd be James Harden, which you know for sure. Oh, come on, you know the no-show. Since no-show, look. So my question is, the real question we gotta ask ourselves. I don't want. No. I'm not discussing none of that. Way too busy. All right, where was I? All right, sorry everybody. So Drew Brees should have considered leaving. I'm sorry, he should have considered waiting for the playoffs instead of just returning for Sunday's Super Bowl death match that's going to ensue for Sunday, and made them say about that. Saints are putting their future Hall of Fame QB at risk here. This is a bad move. I'll tell you that right now. Because if Drew Brees gets injured again, that's their fault. It's their fault. And like it or not, guys, Saints are gonna get beat down so badly, really bad. They are. Chiefs Kingdom, they're unstoppable as ever. I mean, come on, Chiefs Kingdom, they're 12-1. Now the Saints, they're on top of the division, which they are. They're divisional leaders. But clearly, you think that Drew Brees is going to make the comeback of the century against King Mahomes, the Super Bowl MVP, the engaged, soon to be married, and Showtime, and yeah, King Mahomes, by the way? You think he's going to come back? Not a chance. Not a chance. Because Drew Brees maybe the comeback MVP and all this, but you got the King himself, the King's the AFC division. The King. He's gonna be coping with the King of KC, the King of the Chiefs Kingdom, King Patrick Mahomes, King Sir Patrick Mahomes. By the way, they're defending their kingdoms. What they're doing. So clearly, this is some match a lot of you guys fans have been waiting to see. But Drew Brees is gonna get slaughtered badly. Because if he gets injured, that's on the Saints' part. It's going to cost him to get beat down by Chiefs Kingdom badly. That's that. There's absolutely, because I mean, look, even though people are going to say the Saints are a legitimate threat, which they are, by the way, but Chiefs Kingdom, they're going to destroy the Saints anyway. Everyone saw what Chiefs Kingdom did to Tampa Bay Bucks. Chiefs Kingdom beat them up bad. The same thing's going to happen to Drew Brees, the returning banged up Drew Brees, and the Saints. So Drew Brees, is he going to save himself? Is he going to save his season? It's going to save his career, because Drew Brees may have dug a hole in his own grave. And it's safe to say, this may be Drew Brees' final current call. And like it or not, guys, Drew Brees may not be the same again. We all know he's the go. Yes, we all know that for sure. But the Saints are making a terrible mistake putting Drew Brees at risk. Because that's something you don't want to do. He's coming off broken ribs and punctured lung. But if you're a Saints fan right now, you got to be real concerned. You got to be really worried. And honestly, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't pull the plug just yet. I wouldn't do it at all. I would wait to get Drew Brees in the place. That's what I would do. All right, that's what I would do. So the Saints are really making a huge mistake bringing Drew Brees back for Sunday's Super Bowl death match against Chiefs Kingdom. And that, folks, it's going to lead to Chiefs Kingdom destroying the Saints. That's it. That's what I'm going to say right there on that part, everybody. So that's, say what you want, guys, but it's do or die for Drew Brees. That's it. Do or die for him. And he's putting himself on the line, and that's that. So call what you want, guys, but Drew Brees is done for. Saints are done for. That's that. The Saints, they already got beat down by Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, the upcoming MVP last week. We all saw that. And then you got the Super Bowl MVP and King Mahomes, and the Chiefs are going to put a beat down, the defending champs, a malicious beat down on the Saints row with the returning banged up Drew Brees, who's literally in no condition to compete at all. because he could be 100% though, but he made to be 100% for the playoffs. So I'm not sure exactly if in fact is going to stay alive for Sunday. And if he gets injured, game over. If he gets injured for Sunday's Super Bowl death match, he's out of the playoffs. Out of the playoffs for good, out for the season. And you may as well kiss your career goodbye, hang your cleats, hang your jersey, hang your boots, and do exactly what you should have done many decades ago. Retire. That's that. So he's still gonna be future Hall of Fame QB. We all know that for sure, but that's that for him. So it's doing that for Drew Brees. Say what you want, guys. That's that. Others I want to get into, by the way. Jon Gruden wore the wrong hat. It said Oakland Raiders. It used to be Oakland Raiders. Now it's the Vegas Raiders. And that eventually caused those piece of garbage Raiders to get destroyed by Justin Herbert and the Chargers 30-27. So Justin Herbert, by the way, a rising MVP who no longer in the playoffs, by the way, I can tell you that. They're 22-32, catching attempts, 314 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. He had 4 carries. He had 14 rushing yards, and he was sacked 1 time. Austin Ekeler had 13 carries, 60 rushing yards, 4 receptions, 19 receiving yards. Kalen Ballase had 8 carries, 11 rushing yards. Jalen Guyton had 4 receptions, 91 receiving yards. Hunter Henry had 5 receptions, 65 receiving yards. Tyron Johnson had 3 receptions, 61 receiving yards. KJ Hill Jr. had 3 receptions, 39 receiving yards. Mike Williams has 2 receptions, 22 receiving yards. Super Mariota, who filled in for that piece of garbage, Derek Carr, who's on the IR, by the way, of an injury. He has 17-28 catching attempts, 226 passing yards, 1 touchdown, interception, 9 carries, 88 rushing yards. The injured Derek Carr had 3 or 5 catching attempts, 53 passing yards, 1 sack. Josh Jacobs had 26 carries, 76 rushing yards, 3 receptions, 38 receiving yards. Darren Waller had 9 receptions, 150 receiving yards. Nelson Agholar had 4 receptions, 49 receiving yards. Foster Moray had 1 reception, 22 receiving yards. And that's all there is to it. Now, those piece of garbage Raiders, cockroach Raiders, or, the dumpster fire Raiders, how you want to say them, they're done. Let's just call it as they're done. I mean, they're 7, I think they're like 7-6, I guess. But clearly, yeah, they didn't look too good, I'll tell you that. I mean, close together, though, but they're not going to, the Raiders, those Vegas Raiders, they're not going to win. They're not going to make the Super Bowl. They will not make it. They will not even win a Super Bowl, I'll tell you that much. That's all I can say right there. Justin Herbert, future MVP candidate, by the way, even though the record's pretty terrible. Justin Herbert showed up, showed out, taught those piece of garbage Raiders a valuable lesson. So that's all I'm going to say on that part, everybody. So Justin Herbert hopefully will get there, and it's going to be pretty tough for him, though. So the record's pretty tough. He's got all the other teams going to come across to. So that's all I got to say on that note. So Justin Herbert and the Chargers, they destroyed those pesky Raiders 30-27. That's all I can say on that part, everybody, on that. Also, another news. I'm going to talk with you guys about the Patriots' last three games, though, by the way. And I know they got Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins, by the way, the rising MVP himself, who was made really quite impressive, who's made a lot of noise over the past couple of weeks. So basically, Pats are 6-7 or 6-7. Excuse me. Pats right now, I know they got Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins, even though Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins are gonna put a beat down on those choke job Patriots from last week, even though Patriots, they did get a beatdown from the Rams, a Ram team they've already beaten at the dumpster fire bowl about 2 years ago. And then you got they got Bills Mafia next week, lost right there. They got the puny little Jets who really should have got rid of Adam Gase, who apologized to his boss because he failed him because the Jets were trash, and even though the Jets should have got released to Adam Gase a whole lot sooner rather than later. So clearly, that's an easy win for the Pats. So basically, the Pats, they're going to have one win against the Jets. No way they're not going to tear apart Tua Tagovailoa. That's just not going to happen. Dolphins, let me tell you this. Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins, they made a lot of noise. I saw they did last week when they pushed King Mahomes, Chiefs Kingdom, to the absolute limits. Tua Tagovailoa gave King Mahomes a run for his own money last week. Pressure Drew Brees. Pressure King Mahomes. A little bit of pressure. Their defense was pressuring them. Pretty good right there. But Chiefs were overpowering them for sure. I'll tell you that. But Dolphins, they're the sleeper team right there. I mean, well, they may be a sleeper team, but Tua Tagovailoa, the Dolphins, I'll tell you this. He's no ordinary underdog. He's a rising MVP. He's rising MVP material. You can say what you want about him, though. The damage that he's done. So for now, because I'll tell you this, the Dolphins are going to neutralize Cam Newton on the defense, which they are. And Cam Newton, well, I'm sorry. Even though he's destined to be, trying to get back to the Super Bowl, even though he's destined to get back to the playoffs, even though he's destined to even win a Super Bowl, which he will not. So this is a much need to win for Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins. Not for Cam Newton or Belichick. No. So is Cam Newton in the Belichick era? Is that really a thing now? Is this still a thing? Because Cam Newton and Bill Belichick in the past, they've been overlooked at for the past couple of weeks, and no pay attention to them at all. I mean, they're out of the playoffs for good. I can tell you that much. They're only third place in the AFC East. So clearly, Paige, they're out of the playoffs. And you can say whatever you want about them, but that dynasty has died. I mean, come on. I mean, yes, we all know the Belichick and the Brady, that dynasty died. We all know that there's not going to be a dynasty there's not going to be a Cam Newton or Belichick era. That may have been a thing, even though Cam Newton did, in fact, make a lot of noise when he was with the Patriots, by the way. Won games, but he had COVID and, his level of play slowed down a bit. Offensive side slowed down, couldn't get in the pocket. They were so sloppy last week. They showed last week when they got beat up by the Rams. And on Sunday, they're gonna get beaten up by Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins, who's made a lot of noise. So Cam Newton is gonna be facing a lot of pressure. Tua Tagovailoa is not, because Tua Tagovailoa, my goodness, he's there to stay. It's all eyes on him. All eyes on Tua Tagovailoa. And it's no secret, ladies and gents, that Tua Tagovailoa would indeed be in pursuit of being MVP. That's good. But the one thing that he's also in pursuit of is trying to be his own Super Bowl MVP and being Super Bowl champ. I don't want to jump the gun here, jump to conclusion here, but that right there is not gonna ensue. That may be his destiny, but in my view, that's not gonna ensue. It's not gonna ensue. Some people are gonna think that Tua Tagovailoa is destined to be Super Bowl MVP, and some others are gonna think that he's not. I mean, because the thing is, he already took down. He had to deal with King of the AFC himself, the Kings of the AFC division, the defending champs, Chiefs Kingdom. Even though they took them to limit that game and they lost, but Dolphins, man, I gotta tell you, defense is high powered, offense is there. Tua Tagovailoa is an absolute phenomenon, which he is. So I don't see Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins getting revenge on King Mahomes and the Chiefs, nor making it to Super Bowl 55, which they will not. I'll say that right now. Tua Tagovailoa will not make it to Super Bowl 55, nor be Super Bowl MVP, nor become Super Bowl champ. That's not gonna ensue, because he's got to cope with the likes of Bills Mafia. He's got to cope with the likes of Steelers, Titans, Browns, Ravens. You're gonna have the Colts in your lineup, and you're even gonna have Bills Mafia. I said that. You're even gonna have Chiefs Kingdom yet again. So that is the one Chiefs Kingdom, the defending champs. They're the one team that every other team has placed bounties on. That's that. So Tua Tagovailoa, this won't be that easy for you, because there are going to be speed bumps on the road that can prevent you from getting to the Super Bowl, but it won't be that easy. So I don't see Tua Tagovailoa walking out with his MVP with a Super Bowl MVP title. I don't see it happening at all. I really don't, because they are good though, but good isn't good enough. So that's what I'm gonna say on that, everybody. So Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins, they're gonna literally destroy Cam Newton and the Patriots. That's that. As far as Cam Newton and the Belichick go, they're not worth it. They're not gonna make it. They're not gonna make any playoff appearances. They're not gonna win a Super Bowl. And the Patriots, they are no longer a dynasty. They're no longer a dynasty at all. The new dynasty here is Chiefs Kingdom. The defending champs, Chiefs Kingdom. That's it. No longer the Patriots. No longer the Patriots. Because Belichick proved that, I can win a title without Tampa Bay. So, well, obviously you did. You lied. Tampa Bay proved that he can actually get to a playoff game, win games, nor get to Super Bowl, nor win one, which is not going to happen. He proved that he can win one. Tampa Bay proved that he can win games, nor get to a playoff game without Belichick. So clearly, Pub Master, Bill Belichick, top secret project, Cam Newton, his investment in insurance policy won't help you get to a playoff game, won't even help you get to a Super Bowl, won't help you even win. Won't help you win a Super Bowl. Bill Belichick has won 6 Super Bowls throughout his 10 Super Bowl appearances throughout his 20 years. And guys, you can say what you want, but the Patriots dynasty has dead, because dynasties don't last forever. They don't. That's that. I know the Chiefs Kingdom, that dynasty will definitely last forever. I will tell you that much. They're gonna be back. They're gonna be the soon to be back to back Super Bowl MVP champs. That is that, everybody. So my vote for Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins against the those what are they, let's see, the choke job Patriots. My vote's gonna be Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins to take out those choke job Patriots, by the way. So that's all I can say on that, everybody. And you can say what you want, but at the end of the day, Dolphins are gonna reign supreme. They're gonna they can win these next 2 games, I guess. So that's all I'm saying on that part, everybody. So that's it right there. So that's all you need to know, everybody, on that. So that's all there is to it, everybody, on that. So nothing more to it. So the Dolphins are going to destroy the Patriots, and that's that. Also, ladies and gents, that Ring of Fire final battle is this is tonight, everybody. Night 1 is tonight. The night 2 is all night. So at least on that note. Also, ladies and gents, I want to wish happy birthdays out to Bobby Jones, Quinn McKay, Dead or Alive, Christy, Sixons Christy, Billie Eilish, Steven Spielberg, Ray Liotta, the Texas Rattlesnake, Austin 316, Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. Katie Holmes, Christina Aguilera, Ashley Benson, DMX, DJ Lethal, Limp Bizkit, Ty Cobb, Satisfaction Guaranteed, Trish Stratus, Emily Attack, or Atal, that is, RVD, Lyrica Anderson, and Ronald Acuna Jr. So that's all there is to it, everybody, on that, and that's the best news yet. So your brother, wish brother, shows brother, tweets, everybody. That's all you got to know. So that's all there is to it. So take care, everybody. That's going to do it right there with the Club Sports Boy. Like, Club Sports Boy YouTube channel, Facebook page, but any and all be necessary. Be sure to send me comments with your thoughts on Drew Brees, whether or not this is a bad move for him to come back for Sunday. Let me know about that in the comments. I'll just respond to that. And that's all there is to it. Take care, guys. You guys, good evening. Please be safe. You guys have a good day. Please be safe out there. Bye-bye.